Okay, so let's look and see how we can write from set notation to interval notation and interval notation to set notation. So let's say I give you a domain. And in that domain, we're going to say it's the set of all x's such that x is an element of the real numbers. And let's say -5 is going to be less than x, and x is less than or equal to, let's say, 24. All right, so that's set notation, and as we read it, it's the set of all x's such that x is an element of the real numbers, and x is greater than -5, and x is less than or equal to 24. Let's write this in interval notation. So if I give you set notation, you should be able to write it in interval notation. So you want to go back and think, okay, I've got the inequalities. Which brackets are the inequalities? Well, because this doesn't have an equal to, it's going to be a curved bracket. Because this has an equal to, it's going to be a square bracket. So all we're going to do is look at this part. That's all that matters. It's this part. The interval notation is hitting every single number in that interval, which is the real numbers. So I'm going to start at -5. I'm going to look and see my inequality. Well, you know what? It doesn't have an equal to, so it's got to have my curved bracket in front. That means it goes all the way up to -5, but does not touch it, comma. I'm going to look at my last number, which is 24. I'm going to look at the inequality, which is less than, so it's got an equal to, so it's going to be the square bracket. And these mean the exact same thing. Now, let's say we want to go the other way, and we have the range. So say I have a range from -infinity up to 7, and that's it. That's my range. And I want to write this in set notation. So at set notation, this part here is generally always going to be the same, but you have to pay attention to the letters. Domain is my x's, my ranges are my y's. So I need to do the set of y's, because my range is a set of y values, such that y is an element of the real numbers. That covers the interval. So everything, every number is included in that interval. Now we're going to look and we're going to think, my y. So I'm at -7, and then every number less than -7, it's not an equal to because it's a curved bracket. So I can actually say y is less than 7. And these are the same. So this you just have to practice with and see. There's a lot of different options in here in which you can do it. But you have to be able to write from these, from interval notation to set notation, and from set notation to interval notation, because I want to give it to you in a mix of different ways. Not terribly bad. The more you do it, the more proficient you'll get at it. Hi, I'm Mr. Buzzard, and these videos are supplemental instruction for my students. If you found the video enjoyable, make sure you click the like button and click subscribe, as well as the bell for notifications to receive future videos on high school mathematics.